This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 415, Making an Impact and Spotting Coachable Moments, both by Douglas Lang with altris.co.nz. And I'm Dan, I am your host here. Welcome to Optimal Startup Daily, where I read to you from some of the best blogs on entrepreneurship. Now, today we've got two posts from Douglas Lang of Altris. So with that, let's get right to the first post and start optimizing your life. Making an Impact by Douglas Lang with altris.co.nz. This week, I presented back the results of a review into the impact of a coaching culture program we've been running over the past 15 months. The client organization has been looking to introduce more of a coaching style of leadership as a way to deliver improvements at an individual, organizational, and external stakeholder level. The review highlighted a number of tangible benefits and measurable improvements in the way the organization is now working, including some that were not necessarily envisaged at the outset. 1. Improved working relationships as a result of increased communication through coaching and feedback conversations, as well as through sharing ideas and experiences with other staff in coaching cafes designed to help embed the principles and tools and share success stories. 2. More and better communication, probably related to leaders reporting significant improvements in their own listening and questioning skills. 3. Staff reporting that they're finding more answers for themselves, freeing up leaders to be able to do other elements of their role, as well as building increased capability and resilience among staff. 4. Staff reporting they are receiving more positive feedback, more recognition when they do a good job than before. 5. Staff feeling more valued and encouraged to develop their skills and knowledge. The organization has also recently completed its latest Kenexa, formerly JRA, staff survey, and this has shown a significant improvement in a number of specific questions identified at the outset of the program as being directly attributable to the coaching program. As another indicator of the indirect impact of the program, the engagement score for the organization has also taken a very significant jump in the right direction. Obviously, these results have not come without an investment of time, energy, money, and a good deal of perseverance and commitment from the organization. Like any change process, nothing happens if there is not a willingness to keep going when things get tough, to keep reminding people of why the changes are being made, and role modeling of the expected behaviors, etc. At the outset of the program, we obtained some frank and honest feedback from the organization about a history of previous initiatives that had been launched with a hiss and a roar, but not followed through. As a result, there was a fair amount of skepticism about the program and whether it was going to be another of the same. It is therefore pleasing to be able to report that people see this program as being different and having had much more than lip service paid to it through a combination of education, follow-up sessions, support and communication channels, as well as dealing with a culture of optionality where previously people chose whether or not to adapt an agreed organizational approach. If you are not getting traction from your investment in training and development, you might want to take a look at the approach that's being taken. Our experience is that while a spaced, slow development approach, such as we have taken with this client, takes a bit longer, it delivers more measurable and sustainable results, which is the whole point of the exercise and the real measure of success. Now, I have another post from Douglas coming up in just a sec, but first, when you're working at a startup, you don't have time to keep track of the dozens of documents, systems, apps, and tools you're using every day, and that's where Notion comes in. Notion is an all-in-one team collaboration tool that combines note-taking, document sharing, wikis, project management, and much more into one space that's simple, powerful, and beautifully designed. For startups, Notion can provide a full-on operating system for running every aspect of your company, keeping everyone aligned as you grow fast and take on more. Plus, Notion has a worldwide network of millions of users creating templates, tutorials, and new inspiration. The product is getting better all the time, and you'll always have the support you need. Interested? Want to find out more? Well, Notion is running a special offer just for startups. Get up to $1,000 off Notion's team plan by going to notion.com/startups. To give you a sense, that's almost a year of free Notion for a team of 10. Again, that's notion.com/startups to receive up to $1,000 in free credit to use Notion with your team. That's up to $1,000 value when you go to notion.com/startups. Spotting Coachable Moments by Douglas Lang with altris.co.nz. One of the things that comes up with leaders who are looking to adopt more of a coaching style is difficulty identifying situations that could lend themselves to coaching, what we call coachable moments. Here are a few ideas and suggestions for situations that may be used for coaching or taking more of a coaching approach. 1. Ask your direct reports to bring a topic to their, hopefully regular, one-to-ones that they would like to be coached on. Set aside 15 minutes to work on this, ideally at or near the beginning of the one-to-one session so it doesn't get lost. 2. Include a 15-minute peer coaching slot on your management team meeting agenda to allow you to practice using the coaching model on a regular basis. Note again, make it an early item on the agenda to avoid it getting bumped if you start to run out of time. 3. Be more proactive with your manager in asking for feedback or coaching. Give them an opportunity to practice and learn. Encourage your direct reports to do the same and seek feedback and coaching from you. 4. Talk about coaching in your team meetings. Share your successes and any issues. This is likely to bring coaching to the front of your team members' minds and open up new opportunities to use your coaching approach. 5. Take opportunities when you are with staff outside the office, e.g. trapped in the car moments, to provide feedback or coaching. 6. Take a coaching approach with customers or in problem-solving situations. 7. Use a coaching approach in agreeing and clarifying objectives or development planning conversations. 8. Ask more questions when a potential coachee says they don't have anything specific to work on, e.g., what one thing could you do to get even more from your role? What stops you from being even better at your role, and what could you do about that? What frustrations do you have about your role? How could you use your strengths even more in your role, etc.? 9. Alternatively, in the previously mentioned situation, just ask them to talk about what's going on for them at the moment. Very often, something will come up through this that could be used as the basis for a coaching session. 10. Look out for situations where a member of your team says something like, "How do I do?" or "Can you help me with?" or "I have a problem with," as these are perfect openings for a coaching conversation. 11. Using a coaching approach in working with colleagues on a project where you could peer coach each other on how to deal with issues or moving things forward. And 12. In situations where people are having a bit of a whinge, allow them to vent for a bit and then move into a "so what could you do about?" conversation. Now, how about taking a moment to identify 1 or 2 ideas from the list mentioned that resonate with you and commit to doing something with these? The more you practice and seek feedback on your coaching, the better you will get. You just listened to the posts, Making an Impact and Spotting Coachable Moments, both by Douglas Lang with altris.co.nz. And I'm going to keep this ending nice and short for you today. That's going to do it for this Friday episode. Hope you have a great start to your weekend, and I'll be right back here with you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.